probably say a per capita thing. I'm curious to see per capita how many more trolls.
First or 92nd.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I mean,
your Uber doesn't reach there.
Doggy bag.
Wait, what place are we talking about?
Farmines on that.
Wasn't he in that movie called like The Bus or something with Sandra Bullock? He stole a bus or something.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Speed?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Speed, yes.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure was 1989. Before that, he was in Danger. Good believe. And the second point and the last point I'm gonna. So this text is a good use of this text would be a universal moniker, a marker for the people of God. No, I would not stipulate to that. No.
So hold on, what is happening? Is it 2-on-1 or is me and the brother having a debate? No. He had his opportunity. I'm sorry, Courtney.
No, I just want to make sure that it's not, because if it's open conversation, then I've got to let more people up. I'm trying to be respectful to each person. It doesn't seem like the okay, who big? You're gonna be after. I think it's Garfield and Sam. Okay. Now Big came up first, so you'll be before Sam. You're gonna be last. All right, let's be cordial and try and wrap it up pretty quick. Scott, go ahead.
Thank you so much. No, it was on me. I was asking Scott something because I was reading it. He was
Scott said he didn't agree though. He's in the midst of his answer when L cut him off. Yeah.
No, L cut me off in the midst of my response. That's what happened.
I agree.
I just see. I was correct. I'm being cut off again, and he disagreed that I was correct.
Scott, do you agree? Yes or no?
Yeah, what am I agreeing to?
No, he disagreed, and we agreed that he disagreed, and L cut me off. That's what we agreed to.
Governor, go.
Thank you so much. So hold on. I'm trying to be calm. I'm really trying to be calm.
Yes, we have to ignore this information coming out. We can't hear none of the information coming out.
I think if you want to say that these things.
Scott, can I speak? Are you allowed? Thank you so much, Courtney. Thank you.
I need everyone to stop. Listen. All right. Scott, he's going to read a re-ask. You're going to address it. L, you're going to stay on mute.
So right here in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 46 specifically, it says, and they, in context, is talking about the curses, shall be upon thee, the Israelites, in context, for a sign and for a wonder. Right here, the point of conversation is about the word sign. You said fill in the blank for symbol. I agreed with that and said the curses will be upon the Israelites for a symbol. Then you disagreed with that. So now I want you to explain why you are disagreeing with your own breakdown.
What I'm saying is, I don't think any mainstream tradition of reading this text over 2,000 years would look at this text as determinative for the identity of the people of God. Now, if you want to look at it that way, start your own tradition, great, and maybe you'll overtake Judaism and Christianity, and everyone will say, "Oh my gosh, this is the right reading of the Bible." I'm highly suspect that will happen, but you're free to have idiosyncratic opinions, right? This is how new traditions are born. I think that most people that have studied the text over time would disagree with you, and that's fine. You're entitled. This is when people died in 1776, so that you can be on this app and spout idiosyncratic interpretations.
Hey, I want the record to show, this is going to be my last response. We're going to move along in the queue, but I want the record to show that I haven't even given a position. Both of these people keep on influencing as if I gave a position. When I went to this text to ask for their breakdown, the original point was, hey, Did God identify his people by the curses? The brother said no. His mans came up and said no with him. I took him right here. He disagreed with the text, didn't give his explanation. Now we dealing with his friend. His friend doing the same thing. So I'm going to ask him again cleanly on this yield. Hey, brother, can you give us your understanding? Don't say what it don't mean. Tell us what you teach that it mean. If you had to teach this to your child, tell us what you would teach them, what this verse means. That's all I'm asking you.
Who are you asking me? As I've now said twice.
I'm not asking you. Absolutely not.
Thank you. So what I would do, I mentioned it for the third time.
I don't listen. What cannot happen is y'all are mitigating their answer. They've already given the answer. And let's not pretend like we don't all know low-key what the subject of the conversation is. They obviously disagree with anybody that claims to be Hebrew Israelite by Deuteronomy 28. Their answer is we don't agree with it. Your answer is, well, you've not given us a reason to see why a sign or quote a symbol would not be the reason that I would identify with this passage. Now, I'll give my answer since there's not very many people up here doing it. If you believe that this is an eternal, like it is absolutely eternal, because Scott's already said there are covenants or there are promises, there are prophecies that are contingent based on other things. Now, to anybody in the room, Governor, or anyone else, my question is, do you believe based on the passage that you read that this is forever? Yes or no?
Absolutely. I could read it.
Hey, babies, can these room my babies apologize for that?
Moreover, all the curses shall
You
come
Nike
upon thee. The
shoes,
Israelites shall pursue
baby.
thee. The Israelites overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because you didn't listen or hearken not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and statutes which he commanded thee. And they, the curses, shall be upon thee, the Israelites, for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Do it say that in your Bibles?
Okay, here's the points that I think they did address, but they didn't do it as concise as I'm about to do it. Hold on one second, Timothy, I'm bringing you up. Give me 2 seconds, I gotta make him mod. Wait, Timothy, speak.
What's going on?
No, speak a little louder. Timothy, speak louder.
Hey, how you doing?
No, Timothy.
I am Timothy. Oh, okay.
What?
No, she meant him for real.
Got you. I just needed to make sure before I modded you that you were Timothy. Because you keep changing your pick like you change underwear. Or at least like I hope you change underwear. Okay.
Like once every 6 months?
So the point that I think Elle and Scott both addressed, but I'll be honest, I think they could have been a little bit more concise about it. So here I'm going to do that. In the passage, it says that you will be destroyed. Israel obviously was not completely and ultimately annihilated. I believe Scott mentioned that, but he didn't say it as concise. Okay?
What up, Zach?
The past.
Just thinking about you. Not in a gay way, but in a Torah way.
What up, my neighbor?
Hey, neighbor. How's the picnic for us?
Oh, my neighbor. Did you say the N-word? Nah, I said my neighbor.
What are you doing?
That's my neighbor.
Should we put on Tefillin and study Torah?
I feel like I should buy a set. Do you have tefillin?
Yeah.
I should get the tefillin, huh? I should have tefillin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I should get it.
It's worth it.
It's like $1,000, or you get the cheap one for
Just
$200.
go on eBay, sort by price, and then get the
$200.
Get it. You can probably get it cheaper, man. You might be able to get it down to like $75.
You know what would be dope? The rewilding, because it's leather. You know, I can make tefillin with the handmade leather. I can make my own tefillin from leather that I made myself and get a Rebbe to bless it.
Or you could just buy a used set.
Anyway, I was just talking with this guy, but his phone died about, you know, it's very interesting. The war, the woke, the meme wars of the 2020s, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I fought in the meme wars of 2020.
A lot of people did.
Yeah, I'm a veteran of the meme wars. Oh, here, he's calling me back.
Shabbat. Okay, this is the Shabbat Torah study.
All right, anyway.
Well, it is Shabbat, January 24th, the 25th year of the 21st century. Shabbat Shabbos.
Shabbat Shalom. It's all good. Everything's good. I think that the meme. Do you think we're winning the meme wars? That's my question. Are we winning the meme wars?
It's always yes.
Yeah, because all communication is hypnosis, and we're winning. So therefore, we are winning because I just said we're winning.
Well, Elon Musk will be live tonight, and when he goes live, he says a lot, and so if you have a YouTube account, you can shoot about 10 clips, 10 shorts. Some are 15 seconds, some are 33 minutes, and there's just so much there that and it's amazing when you have somebody talking for 2 hours and you clip somebody. It takes what they say out of context. So it's just so crazy to clip one of the richest people in the world.
All right, here's a way that we could work together. Tell me what you think of this. You record. When you're recording, are you sitting there listening too?
Yeah.
Drinking a beer mosa, as it were?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's a way we can work together. You record and you listen, and then send me the video file.
There's no video file. It's all straight to YouTube.
Oh, it's just live.
Well, it's shorts. This is why you need to start working with YouTube a lot, and you're not doing it. You have to use that Tanya book and create YouTube shorts and TikTok shorts, and then let's talk.
Reading the Tanya, with my face reading it?
Who cares? Face or no face, time is short. If you don't start creating, it's you need the experiences, the collection of the experiences. You have to start creating. There's no other way to live life.
Well, yeah, I agree with all that. I just was asking specifics.
My point is, I'm a quantity person, not a quality person. I'm sure you can tell by now. I don't care about quality. I care about quantity. Show me the numbers.
Okay, they put in the chat BC Fox. Alright, I never know Fox to come in.
I don't give a fuck about who clipped Big Mama. I want to know who clipped Roger Mayhem. Was it Ben Mendelsohn?
What the fuck is this? Who is Roger Mayhem?
Roger Mayhem is a power user on this app. How dare you say who is Roger Mayhem on Clown House?
See, I'm gonna get the bottom screen now, y'all. The red progress.
Okay, so I don't really know why Fox. Okay, so listen, I don't know why Fox is on the list. I can't tell you. Jazzy, I think Jazzy's on the list for the IT bitches because they still think that
fight as the forward with the shame, that might be.
Yeah, so I really think that the list is created by the IT girls. Let me tell you why.
Jazzy should definitely be on that list, and she should be clipped because she a racist. She hates people. She hates herself.
Get him.
Right there.
They kicked me.
Oh, they kicked you. What room was that?
I don't know.
I can't follow you fast enough.
Oh, there's just too many rooms.
There's too many morons.
I agree. Yesterday was pretty good. I mean, we had a great Toya Tanya session with Al. You know,
I know.
she did a great job. If we can get people to read books, we can change the world. I mean, and we can change people's lives. You know, I often thought that, like, if we could have a pocket-sized Constitution, you know, charity where we would pay somebody $10 to read the whole Constitution, film themselves reading it, and post it. Like, that's really what we need in this country. Is we need these fat fucking idiots reading the Constitution and putting that into their collective consciousness. Otherwise, like, there is no Constitution.
You know, it was funny. Well, this is, I don't know. I don't even know if I should. She's not going to listen to it. Is she going to listen to the replays?
Fuck
listening
no.
to this?
Fuck no.
Fuck no. It was just funny that there were a few, what did she say? Heterics?
Yeah, heretics.
Heterics.
You really don't know how intelligent somebody is until you hear them read a book.
They can't really read, can they?
I thought you were you're like Philadelphia. The reading the reading rate is like 50%. Like,
well, she said she's from Philly.
Oh, I see. I thought you were like actually quoting a statistic. You know,
it was a statistic. She told me she was from Philly. Later that day, I read the statistic. I wanted to like send it to her, but I didn't have any way to send her an image because I only have Clubhouse because she didn't hit me up on Instagram. But that's all right. We keep moving.
This girl that I was like in love with here in Chicago, I basically told her, you know, like, hey, I love you. I want to get married to you. I want to have a family with you. Like, you know, I'm so happy with you. I would never have a desire to be with somebody else. I said all kinds of shit. Her dad was like a general in the Israeli army. And she was like, I told my dad everything you said. Like, you know, it's like a dream come true. It's like, you know, it's exactly what I want and I've been waiting for. But then she's like, but I took a job offer and I'm moving to San Francisco. So bye-bye. So I was like devastated. And I just saw she got like engaged on Instagram. And but the thing is, it's like, it's emotionally traumatizing because it's in your memory. But then, you know, if you know the symbols and I'm like thinking to myself, there's not a speck of dust out of place in the whole universe. Like that was her destiny, you know? And, but then you know, it's just like, I'm happy. But like when you see a man and a woman united, it's like, I think of, you know, Hashem Rabbeinu Shalom. So it's like, there's no like sorrow. And, you know, you can rationalize things a lot of way. And I mean, that's basically what you have to do to keep continuing.
Did she want you to go to California?
Yes and no. To me, it seemed like a bullshit way to, you know, end the relationship without like hurt feelings or something. Because what was I going to do? Just like abandon my job and just like go live in some fucking another 1-bedroom apartment? You know,
well, many people do that.
Yeah, but it did.
I just was talking to this guy on the phone 5 minutes ago who did exactly that.
The thing is, we weren't even engaged. So it was like, well, she's going to break up with me there. It's like, why am I going to go fucking move halfway around the country to go get broken up with? I was like, it would be the dumbest thing in the world. And anyways, you know, I kind of predicted it. I was like, you're going to move there. You're going to meet some guy in big tech and you're going to get engaged to somebody that works at Facebook. The fucking prophecy came true.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Well, you know, right. There's not a speck of dust out of place in the whole universe. I'm just wondering
Listen, it's the question of quality. When you have a woman who is extremely beautiful, and I'm telling you, like, she has a body on her. This chick has a fucking incredible body, super hottie, and super sweet, super loving. But then, you know, I went to the gym last night, and I see a beautiful woman stretching. I'm just like, why? What the fuck do I even care? Like, there's millions of them.
I know, a lot of them have nice bodies.
They're all over the place. And the summer is just a few months away. I just got to hold on. Hold on to the beach, to the summertime.
I did see a little meme. I forget the guy's name, but I bet you would recognize him. He's one of these meme guys who you like see him talking on podcasts. And he said there aren't a lot of problems that can't be, I forget what he said. He didn't say solved, but it's basically like there aren't a lot of problems that can't be made better by getting in shape and making more money. You'll still have problems, but you'll have more emotional capacity and resources to manage those problems.
Going to the gym and reading books is the smartest thing anyone can do, but it's also the most difficult thing to do because it takes willpower, focus, and concentration.
The money. You have to make money.
Well, you need energy to make money. I mean, you know, you can just be a regular routiner and going to your job, but like you'll still be depressed if you're not trying to improve yourself. I mean, anyways, I'm just saying that like making your body and your mind into a masterpiece or achieving the highest state of organizational presence, you know, you can max that out pretty quickly by being focused. But then it's a question of, well, if I want to make money independently, and we've had this conversation a million times, like, what are we going to do to make money? I mean, you got to just start creating and, you know, buying low, selling high. It's a transaction. I mean, I made money in the publishing industry just selling CD-ROMs and books. I mean, you could create a book on how to start. Well, anyways, I mean, it's always the same thing. It's very difficult, really, to create a website and to sell products nowadays. eBay would be like a direct approach, you know, without having to deal with the Google search engines. Like if you were to put your baskets up on eBay, I mean, it could be possible that with the right marketing, you know, sweet and salty baskets. I mean, maybe it's a fruit basket, you know, business you're doing, or, you know, I'm just saying that you could actually employ somebody full time if you were to just work on all the marketing. You could actually, you know, have your own, you know, mini little manufacturing business. You got something there. I mean, you could your baskets could be in every Abercrombie and Fitch in the front of the store with a pair of jeans in it. It's just like, how do you put the pieces together to make that little money miracle? Because when you do have money coming in, it really does feel like the presence of God, because you're like, holy shit. You're like, I just made $2,000 today, $5,000 yesterday. Like, it's an exciting thing when you make money because you have figured out like a hole in the system or a glitch in the system.
Yes, I think that probably eventually, I mean, I'm still thinking about my nature classes. I think this is about getting my spirit back to do what I was doing, which was nature advocacy.
It's still the communications industry, you know? You're trying to communicate.
Let me ask you this. Are you interested in, what's going on with your lawsuit?
I don't have a lawsuit myself. I am being garnished by a cocksucker lawyer downtown. So if I go back to work, they'll take, you know, $1,000 out of my paycheck every month, and then they have tried to force my tenant. Well, they did. I mean, they forced my tenant to pay them rent. So like they have stripped me of. They have debanked me, and they have prevented people from even like paying me rent that are living with me. So. I mean, I'm in like a pause, like a frozen state here, but I'm not like struggling. I mean, when they debanked me, they only got $200 out of my checking account, and I took everything out over a period of a couple of months. So it's like I have a small little nest egg, which is dwindling, and but like if I go back to work, I have to file Chapter 13 and go into a payment plan of like 3 to 5 years. And then eventually I can get out from this massive $300,000 judgment that they say. or I could just do nothing, and live in my place because of the VA money that I get. It pays my mortgage. So if I could get into like a cash business or create a hustle,
I see.
I don't have to go back to work anymore per se. And that's the exhausting part about life is going and listening to fucking people waste your time in an office, 40 hours a week. Look at Anna down there. I mean, look at how beautiful and successful Anna is, but I'm pretty sure that Anna doesn't really look like that.
That's AI. You want to see my AI? Maybe I should put my. Have you ever show you my AI?
Mm-hmm.
It's not really. I mean, I did go to the gym this morning, and so I'm on the road. I mean, I'm not saying. It's like you can't just look at the AI picture 1,000 times and then turn into the AI. You have to actually put in the work to become the AI. You have to really embody the AI. You have to become.
Once you go to the gym for years and you've been lifting weights continually for years, 5 days a week, you don't even think about it. It's just part of your natural flow state.
All right, PTR.
Did you just like die on a cross or something for mankind?
I know, isn't that amazing? Imagine if I actually looked like that. That would be. I mean, my face kind of looks like that.
Well, it's all vanity, anyways. It's all vanity. I mean, if you have Torah knowledge embedded into your consciousness and you actually have comprehension, it's all vanity. But you want to feel good and you don't want to have pain in your body, and you want to be attractive. I mean, if you're a fat pig, you're not attractive, and chances are you're miserable.
It's true. I went to the gym. I'm gonna get a haircut. I got, I was just wondering about because I'm trying to build a board. I'm still trying to do this nonprofit. I've gotten money from the nonprofit. I mean, the nonprofit could be good. It has been good to me, and it's better than baskets in Abercrombie, I think, because they just, if you want to selling, the spirit of what you're saying is correct, but selling baskets is not the move. Selling basket classes may be the move.
Getting another $50 burner phone would do more for your expansion and moving quicker than anything else you can do.
What would the burner phone do?
It would allow you to create more content.
How? I have a phone that I could be creating.
I know, but you got to understand, you're on Clubhouse now. If you have Clubhouse on another phone, that's one more distribution node. You have to look at this in terms of a node network and creation, because like when you're processing an AI video or shooting a new Instagram, like you need another phone because you need one phone to film the other phone, or one phone. I'm just saying that it's a way to have like another arm, basically.
I think that Clubhouse can provide good, and I think that you and I have been a good influence on each other and can continue to encourage each other as versa. But I don't know how distributing Clubhouse is a moneymaker. I think
it's not. It's a creative maker. There's no such thing as just money from just creating something. I mean, I'm just saying be as creative as possible. I mean, the work that we do with.
The main way to make money from internet seems to be produce some video that people want to watch, and then you get a following, and then you sell ads. No matter what the content is, the way that people are making money is from viewership. And that even if I want to roll with you on the Clubhouse path, I think making funny clips that are like 2 minutes or less could be good. That could be a YouTube channel that would get a lot of viewership. And then even if that channel had viewership, then your live streams would be
Well, you gotta know that these videos are so stupid that if you were to just film your basket and then do an audio overlay, it would have like 4,000 views. You'd be like, holy shit. And that's just because you're not doing it. You're not doing. When you have another phone, it takes a little pressure off that phone, so you're able to create on this phone. But until you start doing 10 videos a day and you say, okay, John, it's the 7th day of the week. Here's my 70 videos. And then I go through your videos and one of them was a big success. You'd be like, okay, fine. You're fucking right again. I'm not creating anything. And this is why I say, show me your numbers. Show me your numbers. Don't just tell me words. How many videos did you put out this week?
Right. All right. Well, I guess I should go make a video today.
Just film a basket, do a full 360 of the basket, and then do an audio overlay of like, nymphs and fairies in the forest. And that's all it is. These videos are stupid. Some of the biggest YouTube publishers, when you look at their shorts, it's like a 15-second clip of them like flexing their chest with some music, and it's got like 60 million views. You're like, why the fuck does this video even have views? It's so stupid.
Right.
But that's because it's hypnosis. Everyone is just drawn into this pixelated, synthetic dopamine manufacturing cartel. I mean, you're not producing enough dopamine, because you're not creating any videos. Not you producing the dopamine, but your audience. You're not activating an audience because you have you don't have enough. I know you have videos, but like I'm saying, you have to keep going. You're close. But the whole thing deals with marketing and communication. That's the bread and the butter.
Right. I have a bunch of videos. Maybe I should repost some videos. I've made videos that are good. Maybe I should repost.
Don't repost. Create new videos and use YouTube Shorts. It's called Shorts. 15 seconds, 3 minutes. Those are the two variables on YouTube. Show me 10 of them today by 12 o'clock. You see, the thing is, you think it's difficult. It's not. It's click, 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 click. That's it. There's no fucking advanced editing, dude. Click, click. I mean, the editing and the features, or, if you want to change the video, are embedded in YouTube. It's with filters or there's magic. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you, positive words of action. I mean, whether you do it or not is
I appreciate
totally.
it. I mean, yeah, this is what I need. This is the morning meditation.
Oh, we haven't even gotten there yet. We haven't even begun to toy you.
I'm making some eggs. I'm going to have to go because I'm getting a haircut.
A haircut? Just shave your head. Join the club. Save the money. Just shave it all off.
Right, baldy, shiny bald.
People in the live streams will say to you, do you shave your head or are you bald asshole naturally?
Shiny bald.
Nobody's watching us right now, but Christian Boy writes, what are your thoughts on Israel-Palestine crisis? How can we solve it?
Who wrote that?
Somebody named Christian Boy.
Where? On YouTube?
Yeah.
You're live streaming on YouTube and they're commenting?
Yeah.
So you're saying there's more people on YouTube than even on Clubhouse?
Oh, are you fucking serious? Fuck yeah. Google, YouTube versus fucking shit town clown house? It's just a bunch of fucking picnickers on here.
So you're saying I could be live streaming this room too on my YouTube channel, and then we would have twice the viewership?
Dude, you need to clone me and do what I'm doing and experience what I'm doing, and then do an after action analysis and say, okay, we tested it. It was a waste of time. But, you're not even experimenting.
Right.
You're relying on me when I need you to set up your own podcast studio in your house. And literally, we'll just do Toyra every morning, and that'll be the basis of the whole thing.
Should we start a podcast? It's a podcast. That's what you're talking about, a podcast.
100%. We're in the communications industry, man.
I don't think there is a podcast called Dow and Tanya. Maybe I shouldn't even say it out loud because Christian Boy is going to steal our idea.
We can just listen. That's one video. Tao and Tanya is one video. I mean, we can do Tanya and then the chapter title. You have to look at this as like you're taking a book that you didn't fucking write and you're committing copyright infringement. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting? Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's the thing is I have all these books in my house. Like, I'm going to put every one of these fucking books I have on Instagram, on YouTube. I'm going to do clips from every single book until I have no more books in my house that aren't on YouTube.
I think that's a good plan.
I mean, you could go to the library, go to the spiritual section, get a little room in your local library, and just put every good book up on fucking YouTube. Get the knowledge and then and just let it sit there. And when you want to listen to the wisdom, you just watch your video. You don't even need to read the book anymore. You just because you're just listening to your own audiobook. Book.
All right. Well, is YouTube have like a Clubhouse? Maybe we should stop using Clubhouse.
No, dude, we use it all. Don't you know the story of the sheep herder looking down at the 1,000 sheep, and the other sheep herder says, "Let's go down there and fuck one of those sheep," and the other sheep herder says, "Fuck one of them. Let's fuck them all."
That is actually, I did forget about that story. That's a good story. My dad used to tell me that story. Actually, I think it was in the
That's from
childhood book.
That's from Sopranos, actually.
Really?
Yeah, Uncle Junior is talking to Tony. He's like, "Remember when you told me that story about, the sheep herder? Let's go fuck them all." He goes, "I told you that?" He goes, "Yeah, you told me that." He goes,
All right. Well, I gotta go. I'll be back. I'm gonna get a haircut.
Okay, sounds good. Bye. All right. Anna Throbbing, I don't know, is there anything you want to say? This has been the morning show.
Hello, I don't speak English, sorry, just for listening here.
It's okay, я понимаю по-русски.
Говоришь на русском?
Да.
Да, такой молодец.
Да.
Это хорошо.
Спасибо.
А откуда ты русский знаешь?
Я хочу интернета.
Ты используешь интернет?
Я хочу тебя, я тебя люблю.
Хорошая фраза, полезная.
I don't really speak any Russian. Where do you live? In Ukraine?
No. In Estonia.
Oh, wow.
You?
Estonia, I hear, has some of the most beautiful women in the world. I think Estonia has like the highest percentage of blondes on the planet.
But actually, I'm half Korean.
Half Korean?
Yeah.
The good kind on the north or the bad kind on the south?
Do you like Asian women?
I like beautiful women. I don't really distinguish between ethnicities when it comes to women. I just discriminate based on beauty.
Okay. Where are you from?
Chicago, in the U.S.
Chicago? One time I have been there.
Oh, really? Did you like it?
I was going to San Francisco through Chicago, and I was just in airport, and this is very, very big. It's huge, and yeah. I'm afraid that I lost my way there, but yeah. I didn't see Chicago actually. Yeah, I wasn't in the city, but there was cold. How I remember.
Yeah. So what's going to happen? Is Russia going to take over Estonia?
What? I didn't understand.
Are you worried about Russia invading Estonia?
Are you afraid about Russia?
Mm-hmm.
No, why?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
No, no. Actually, I'm from Russia. Yeah, you're right. But I live in Estonia already a long time, maybe more than 20 years. And for me, this home is Estonia, maybe more than Russia.
Nice.
But sometimes I visit Russia too. And I don't know. I don't want to go back. I like Estonia.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty nice.
Yeah, this is safety. This is small. Here, I like this. How's it? I like those people thinking. Yeah. I like, for example, I have children, and I like to speak with teachers, and they explain me how to be, how to do, and I learn from them so much. I like them very much. Yeah.
Would you work in IT?
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 I studied maybe 2 years IT, but this is no. I think I'm like usual person, usual user, not very big expert, maybe. Why you ask?
I thought because I know Estonia has like a pretty big information technology industry.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I have many friends who is in IT, but I'm not a programmer. I don't like that. I think I tried. I wanted to understand, but I don't like that. I don't know why. And what is your how's it? What is your spare area where you do your job?
Oh, I'm a professional Clubhouse user.
Clubhouse user only?
Yeah, this is it. This is my whole career boiled up. This is it. This is the best I've got going is not getting paid talking to people on Clubhouse all day long.
And why I don't see here many people? You have to have, I think, a big group here, or just started.
Pretty much, not you can't always have the career you want, but you can at least have the job that pays the bills. And I'm just being facetious. Joni or 3, Skrillex signs. Do you want to come up here, Throb, and anything you want to say? Do you like poetry, Anna?
Poetry? I don't know what is it. No, my English is not so good, Poetry, I don't know.
Poetry is,
Poetry.
writing.
Poetry. Okay. Вот, спасибо, злая. Ая, привет. Ты поможешь?
Hey, I just wanted to explain what poetry mean, but she already got it.
This is a girl. She's very interesting, and I think she can explain you very much if you want to speak.
She's a girl?
Yeah. Beautiful.
Я тебе люблю.
Be polite, please.
I'm a kitty cat.
So basically, I come on here usually and I read books. In the morning, I try to create a room of people who want to read things from a book as opposed to just talking about all the useless discourse and chronic chatter that happens on this app. So that's generally what I do on this app in the morning is read.
What would you like to read? Or what? How's it? Genre?
I can read to you a lot of different things. One of them would be like the Tao Te Ching. Have you ever heard of the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu?
Is it Chinese or something?
Mm-hmm.
No, I never heard about it.
Oh, really? Oh, you should. I'll read you a brief thing and I'll put it in the chat, but you should read it. It's a very ancient and powerful document called the Tao Te Ching.
Это можешь перевести? Я что-то не очень поняла. Блин, мой английский, конечно,
Sorry, I need to translate for her a little bit. Ну, короче, он говорит о каком-то китайском челе какой-то книжке, которую он читает. Adriana, could you please write where's like the name of the book again? Like in the comments?
Yeah, let me get the YouTube link for you, and then you can just watch the YouTube video.
Yeah, awesome. Yes, please.
Yeah, you'll really like it. It's very smart. It deals with opposites, and basically the mystery of life.
Okay, I'm not that familiar with Chinese. I maybe just know like Lao and Zi, but not that much in general. Maybe also Feng Shui things.
Yeah, I mean the Chinese aspect, it's important because it is such an ancient culture. But what's interesting about it is the contrast to Christianity, or the overlay. Anyways, you can watch the link above and listen to it. It's just an audiobook, but it's a very useful book in terms of psychology, anger management, joy, relationships.
Yeah, okay.
It's very interesting. I'll read you a verse from it. Let me get the book. Hold on.
А как будет художественная литература? Что-то я забыла.
Hey, Adrian, I'm not sure. Can you please tell what it's called, like when the books, not about like science thing or philosophy, but like storybook? I'm not history, I mean storytelling book, like, I don't know, Jane Austen, whatever. What is it called in general?
The novel?
You think it's a novel?
Jane Austen?
No, it's like, I don't know, can you tell some example of what's your favorite book? Maybe we can describe it, like what's the genre?
I mean, my favorite genre is philosophy, which is really psychology.
Non-fiction?
Yeah, I guess non-fiction.
Yeah.
I like non-fiction, and I don't know why. Last time I don't like, how is it? I don't remember this. Stories, literature. How is it? Художественная литература, блин. For example, this Dreiser, American tragedy. What is it? What is this genre?
I don't know. It's just a drama.
Okay. What do you think about drama or detective or?
It's fine. It's entertainment. It's not going to like change your life. It's not going to make you smarter. It's just going to keep you entertained.
But you can follow these people behaviors, and you can understand how you can act in your life, for example.
Yeah, like what's about Shakespeare?
Yeah, Shakespeare's great.
Or Lev Tolstoy, or even Theodore Dreiser. I think he affected quite a lot.
It's good, but it's not, time is very short. No one really has enough time to really kind of ingest a lot of those huge novels like Leo Tolstoy, or what's the Gulag one that Jordan Peterson talks about a lot? Do you know which one that is?
Solzhenitsyn.
Solzhenitsyn, yeah.
Yeah.
He says that is the ultimate masterpiece. But imagine putting that through ChatGPT and then getting the morals, the ethics, or the philosophy out of that, because there's just so much filler material that, if you were to condense it, it would be, easier to take in.
Yeah, I got you. But I think it's just different type of experience, because you also, as you said, like, it's entertainment, so you can, read it and enjoy it at the same time and go deeper into story and all the stuff, feel the atmosphere, characters, and through them and their life story, realize what is this whole story about, what's the point.
Yeah, it's another way to spend your time. But let me read to you from the Tao Te Ching, and you'll see how this deals with psychology, philosophy, and how it's more direct. But this is a meditation, so take the deepest breath of the day, hold it for 10 seconds. This is the 28th verse. It's called the fusion of opposites. It says, to know the masculine and be true to the feminine is to be the waterway of the world. To be the waterway of the world is to flow with the great integrity, always swirling back to the innocence of childhood. To know yang and to be true to yin is to echo the universe. To echo the universe is to merge with the great integrity, ever returning to the infinite. To know praise and to be true to the lowly is to be a model for the planet. To be a model for the planet is to express the great integrity as the primal simplicity, like an uncarved rock. When the uncarved rock goes to the craftsman, it is transformed into something useful. The wise craftsman cuts as little as necessary because he follows the great integrity. This is the commentary. It says, first, we are reminded that the 10,000 things of the universe are composed of opposites, masculine and feminine, yang and yin, high and low. Second, Lao Tzu tells us that we should allow yin to be the dominant of the two opposites, that is, to know the masculine but be true to the feminine, to know yang but be true to yin, to know praise but to be true to the lowly. Third, Lao Tzu observes that to merge with the great integrity is to ever return to the primal simplicity and to make useful things by minimal interference with nature. Yin predominated during the Neolithic era of communal matriarchal tribes. Our own age turned all this upside down. Throughout recorded history, our civilizations have been male-dominated, competitive, nature-destructive, and ruled by those who were the most aggressive and warlike. How much more critical is it for us today to understand and to follow Lao Tzu's advice? Not to follow it in his time led to great unhappiness. Not to follow it in our time could lead to the end of our species on this planet. That's the 28th verse.
Yeah. So in Yan, it's also like basically also kind of feng shui things. But what I found, like in all this explanation about the concept of yin yang, that they kind of, I think it's because how they translate it. But when I talk, by the way, I live in Japan, so I have a lot of Chinese friends here. And when I talk with them about yin yang conceptions, like one of the point I think is how they think about it is quite different. What kind of imagine I get from the books or any article about yin yang, because in general they skip very important things, that these two things, so it's like a part of the energy circle, they always, in the movie, they always move through you. So it's not like a static, but when I read the first time the concept about yin yang and all this feng shui thing, they made it very separate, like a separate object, like water, iron, like and like earth, fire, yin, yang. So it doesn't like get right in the first place. Yeah. I understand what you said about. Yes, seems interesting, but yeah, I think this all these things is generally about different energy channels with going through human and all like life object, all these things.
I don't think it really, you'd have to think about it in terms of energy. I would think the best way to think about it is in terms of communication or even hypnosis or therapy. It really does deal with, it's a therapeutic tool for cognitive or psychological joy or equilibrium, balance. It's all about creating balance through the scripture. Just like all religious documents really deal with creating peace. So that's what the Tao Te Ching can be used for, is peace in your life, peace in your community, peace in your state, peace in the world. I wouldn't look at it in terms of like energy. I know what you're saying, but I think what I'm saying is like the real way to define the energy created through the scripture. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, like to be honest, when I also like I'm into yoga, and I also study some yoga philosophy, some like Hindu things, and also I do therapy, and like they all talking about plus minus same things, but with different words, you know.
Yeah. Yoga is essentially philosophy and therapy without the words. And I mean, you can listen to words, I guess, when you do yoga, but the big thing about yoga is the breathing, holding the pose, breathing, and that. But it's like it's a way to let go of chronically thinking and forming opinions all the time. It's like a way to disengage from the world of communication, strengthen your body, and be one with the universe. Like the word yoga means yolk, like in an egg. So in an egg, yeah, there's a unity versus the non-duality. So there's a duality and a non-duality, or a unity, and yoga is that breathful state, really. I mean, it's awesome. Not enough people do it, and when you do it, you realize how fucked you are, because your body, you know, it's it's in a constant state of falling apart. And when you do it, yeah, you realize just how important it is for your joints, for your flexibility, for your strength, because flexibility is strength. And you know, the philosophy can help you be emotionally flexible, but yoga can help you be physically and emotionally flexible. It's a very powerful tool that not many people, it's just stretching and breathing. But most people are just doom scrolling. And they're just full of anxiety. They need to get off of their fucking cell phone and get into a studio to stretch and to breathe. I mean, use your phone to film yourself, but don't use your phone, you know? Not enough people are using it. They're just letting the phone use them.
Yeah, those things happened. Yeah. I mean, about the body and like physical practice, like in my case, like I'm kind of millennial, so right now people same age as me usually prefer to, like, you know, talk about my back hurts or something like that, and I say something like just go and do very simple physical activity and pain go away. Because we have a lot of pain because we're just sitting in one position a long time, working with the computer forever. So yeah, just move.
Yeah, it doesn't take that much. I like this one quote. It says, "The universe is in equilibrium, so it only takes a feather to overturn it." And when you do yoga, you don't have to do this like complicated flow yoga, which is a combination of cardio, strength, and then people are hurting themselves because they're doing all these poses which aren't really stabilized, and it's so what I'm trying to say is if you have back pain, just doing very basic movements which don't require any physical exertion because you're just using gravity and a chair. There's just so many ways to affect your body without doing significant heavy lifting or things that anybody is incapable of doing. I've seen the fattest people doing yoga, and you're like, holy shit, look how fat you are. But yet you're doing all the poses because this is not like a cardio class. You're not doing a Zumba class. So yoga is, yoga is just so important, and people are just looking at screens all the time, and they can't get off of the dopamine high from the screen to go within and do the breathing and stretching and just enjoy it, because it's an extraordinary experience, stretching and breathing and being free from your cell phone, being free from having to communicate all the time, think all the time. It's like being in outer space in a way, it's like being in the heavens. So basically I'm saying, if you haven't, died and gone to heaven yet, just go do yoga.
I do it already, so we'll see.
How do you like living in Japan?
Well, it's okay. Like, many things happen, but like, Japan is fine. Very kind of, sustainable. Favorite Japanese word, So that's fine. I think that human can survive everywhere. So.
Yeah. I mean, you can survive in a prison doing yoga. A lot of people in prison, they don't even do yoga. And it's like, well, here's your chance. You're in a prison cell. Like, what else are you going to do? But most people just don't even know how to do it. I mean,
I have a library in the prison, no?
They do, yeah. I mean, most prisons have libraries and books. Not that I know, I've never been to prison, but I'm just assuming that, the managers of a prison would have books because they know that their customers need some form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joni, she wrote she's in a vow of silence to February 1st. That's very smart. Have you ever said to yourself, I'm going to take a vow of silence, and then realized how difficult it is?
Like, you want to go right now? Or are you asking me if I ever try to, like,
no, I mean, just like, have you ever said to yourself consciously, I'm going to take a vow of silence right now. I'm not going to respond to
Okay, cool. So thank you so much. I'll go. Yeah, have a nice day.
No, that's not what I'm saying, but I understand. Okay, have a good day.
Yeah, I got it, but I just want to go and maybe do yoga a bit without Clubhouse or something.
Okay, take care. Nice chatting with you.
Likewise. Bye-bye.
What up, Miriam? Ooh, Miriam's sitting there like a little rat. Okay, Throbbing, is there anything you want to say? Is your PTR? Yeah, that is. That's exactly who I thought it was. That's what's his face. He died in Chicago, having sex with a prostitute, doing cocaine. Chris Farley. I'm actually related to Chris Farley. I don't know if you know that. Not many people do. Oh, Farley!
לאדוני אלוהינו הרחמים לאדוני אלוהינו הרחמים והסליחות אל נא תשת עלינו חטאת חטאנו צורנו סלח לנו יוצרנו שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד אדוני הוא האלוהים אדוני הוא האלוהים אדוני הוא האלוהים אדוני הוא האלוהים אדוני שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד אדוני מלך אדוני מלך אדוני